Love Island Games.
Yeah, Love Island Games. What's up, guys? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Leo.
And we are going to be recapping Love Island Games. Right now, we are recapping episode 4 from last night.
Jesus, what a turn of events. Like, you think people are really out there finding love, then you start finding out there for the games. But yeah, let's just dive in. I got a ton of notes on
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to
on
hear that.
all
I
of
wrote
this.
them too. It was wild.
It's just
The
so much
first,
stuff I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh my god, like, hold up.
yeah.
I gotta refresh my notes.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just like, there's literally no way that all this is going down right now. So, number one thing I noticed, I thought Jessica, and this is like from episode 3 until episode 4. But to me, it looked like she was trying to find a problem anywhere. I was like, yo, they're not really out to get you. Like, I think, and mind you, we don't see everything that isn't being filmed. But from our perspective, I was like, I don't really think they're out to get her at all.
Yeah, she seems like someone that maybe is like an underdog, or not someone that was like, she's coming across as a weaker player to a viewer, like as a player in the
Yeah,
game.
player wise, game wise, yeah.
Yeah, but then like to her mind, she thinks she's the main target. And I'm
Yes.
like,
And
I
I'm
don't
like, I
think
don't think she's
people
a
are
main
thinking that.
target. I think she's just seeing it that way on herself because she might be hard on herself. But
Yeah, she seems like a very forward person. And so I
yeah.
could see why that might be happening.
Uh-huh.
But Lisa we see her regroup at the beginning of the episode, and she's like in the beach hut, she's like, the bitch is back. And it was like,
Yeah, I was
I
like,
was
what?
laughing because I was like, no, you're not.
I said, dog,
Like
you're tweaking.
the energy is not the same that I saw her on day one at all.
Yeah. It's a full like 360 swap. And I was like, what really happened here? Like what
Yep.
really changed upstairs for like people to change their mindset? But only time's gonna tell.
Yeah. Well, I think people just like fold under pressure. It just happens. And I feel like we see her folding a little bit, but
Oh yeah.
also things change so fast. So I could see her coming back again. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think we've lost her, but I
I
think
don't
right
think so
now, I
either.
wouldn't say the bitch is fully back, but I would say like maybe
The
we're
quotes.
starting to build on track to get there.
Yeah.
I also wrote down
oh my
that I
fault.
thought
You got it.
I also wrote down that Toby and Sally are very cute.
Okay,
Like
I
right at the
agree.
beginning of the
But there's
episode.
one thing I noticed. Toby
What?
was very well worded when he was trying to tell Sully exactly how he was feeling on the vibe. So there's no doubt about it. They have a great vibe. But I can kind of see what he's talking about, where it's like, is it going to be a friendly vibe, or are they going to have like a relationship type of bond? But regardless, it seems like it'll be something good.
Yeah.
And then off of that, I didn't expect Johnny and Liberty, but they seem to have good charisma, good banter between each other. I was like, this was like a curveball, but okay, I could ride with it.
I wrote that too. I was like, this is about to get so messy, because that one, I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe the chemistry is what I
Why?
wrote with that. The chemistry between Liberty and Johnny, like, I just don't believe it. Like, I
I
don't
think I
feel
think
it.
Liberty is into Johnny more than he is into her. But this is outside perspective. But it's just like he's like, yo, you trying to kiss again? What's up? And he's like, yeah. So he'll be like, come give me a kiss then, and she'll go right away to him.
Yeah.
But shit.
I don't know. I was cracking up at Megan and Colum talking.
Uh-huh.
I did not see that coming. Like, I can't picture
them
her
trying to
being
build
into
something
him.
together.
Yes, Megan and
Yeah.
Colum, like, just does not click to me at
It
all.
didn't
Like,
click with
there's
me at all.
no shot that is going to be a thing. There's just
But
no shot.
Colum was being mad disrespectful because when Steph was asking Colum in the room, he's like, so did you guys share a kiss? And Colum was like, well, listen, bro, we did, and I'm probably gonna do it again. And I was like, oh my god, like no mercy. He did not give a fuck.
No, he literally has no filter. I can't with him. He is
It's
by
fun,
far my
though.
favorite person to watch on this show.
Yeah.
But he is someone I would not be able to handle him. Like,
Yeah.
I could never. It's so
I was
funny.
like, they're about to start a fight at this point. Like, this is crazy.
No, literally. I also, Megan was like, of course Colum's gonna like me. I'm 90% plastic, which makes me 100% hot. And I was like, oh
I
my
was
God.
watching this, and it was like, oh my god, how do you say in 4K quality to a television that, yeah, I'm 90% plastic with 100% hot? I was like, dog, be for real.
I think that's where a lot of like the disconnect comes from between the US seasons and then like the UK and Australian seasons is they say funny, stupid shit without thinking, oh, what are people going to think of me for saying this?
Yeah,
And which makes for better TV. Like the USA
100%.
cast across all the seasons were much more calculated about, we're a lot more worried about what we look like on TV
Uh-huh.
versus they're not. So they just say stupid shit, which makes it like 10 times
Can't
funnier.
relate, but yes.
I know. So then we have I also thought Jess and Johnny was kind of interesting. I feel like that was heating up a little bit, and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
weird.
I
I
was
just was
like,
like,
hold
this
on.
is so messy.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think things needed to be like that, but whatever floats their boat. And then I was also thinking, like, you think it feels weird for Johnny and Sally to see them kissing other people right in front of them? Like, even during challenges, like, it's not like they were an
Um,
ex, like, coupled up pair. They were an ex relationship. So I was
yeah,
like, I don't
for
know.
me, if I put it in like terms of like for me watching, because I've had almost the same amount of time since they've had,
Yeah,
like no, like I would not be affected by it.
yeah. I don't
But
think I would be super affected, but it'd be weird knowing that, like, one, you met
but
them in
you're
Love
fresh
Island.
off. Your season just aired, so
Well,
add
yeah.
4 years.
For me, yeah, I can't
four
talk.
years, you probably wouldn't be affected. But like
Yeah,
your
that's
season's
true.
way too fresh.
Hmm.
Okay, what did you think? Okay, so Jack gets the text for
For
the challenge or the
the
game.
roulette shit, yeah.
Yeah, which is hilarious. They did that right off the bat.
Yeah.
I love
I've
watching
had a
those.
lot about that shit.
No, I can't. I did one like that. It was like the baby bird challenge. It was terrible.
Your
But
season had to do that too?
mm-hmm.
So they call it baby bird, whatever it was called. But I just remembered like when we'd have to wait for the beach huts, being covered in all that stuff. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
And
we
people
also
like, let me get a
throw up.
kiss. Nope. Go hop in the shower and then we kiss right after. Like I'm cool off of that. Like
Yeah.
can't.
No, we were all like sticky, just like everyone's sitting away from each other. It was so
Yeah.
funny. But I thought it was really interesting how we saw our first 4-person alliance start to form
Yeah.
with Zelly and Toby and Justine and Jack, which
Because they
I was
all
like,
wanted
okay,
who was the two? I had it written down. Um
just Justine, Sally, Jack, and Toby all made their like 4-person alliance.
yeah, and then I was confused why Toby was trying to fill up Jack's cup. Like he took
Yeah,
it
I wrote that
personally.
afterwards.
And I
But
was
like
like,
the thing
why?
is, do you think the alliance they were like saying, I felt like it was probably already unspoken that that alliance was there
Because they're
and
trying to
that
take out Curtis and Lisa, is what you're saying.
no, I'm saying when they sat down as a 4-person group and they said
Oh,
like
before, yes.
alliance,
Uh-huh.
like before the challenge started, they're like, let's make an alliance. I
Hmm.
was like, I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. And
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, I wonder then, are we going to see more people trying to make these like alliances of like, I got your back, you got
Yeah.
mine?
But
Because
then
it
it
would
gets
be a
messy
smart
like
thing to
that
do.
because if they were a couple, what happens to all that like alliance talk?
I don't
Like I
know.
know Justin's close with Sally, just like Ray's close with is also close with Justine and Sally, but Ray wasn't
Mhm.
in that alliance.
No, yeah,
I was
I
like, wait a
wonder
minute.
like how many are unspoken that they
Yeah.
just know,
Yeah, it's
and
just like,
then
or
if we
maybe they don't
see
even
more
they
of
do it
it,
on like the off days or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even that. I bet they just like they'd give a look and they know.
Yeah, they'd be like, don't do this to me, I won't do it to you.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and then I was gonna say that Liberty, this was my funny. I was like, Liberty's a freak because she goes right out to the beach and she's like, I love when the guy spits in my mouth. And I was like, bro, doo-doo brown liquids though? Like, that's what you want in your
Ew.
mouth?
No, one of them was like, it's literally like spitting vomit. They kept saying
Yeah.
it smelled like vomit. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
it was
terrible.
Column.
I don't understand what the liquid was. Was it
Because they're
fake
saying
root beer?
I thought it was
Fake
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 water.
beer?
They probably put like the liquid IV packets, they probably mix it all together to look like fake beer. Like an orange and a red or something, but it
Yeah.
just didn't look pleasing.
It looked so gross. I was like, no.
And then wait, who was it? Was it Lisa who spit on Justine?
Yes, Lisa
Like full
spit
on,
in
like,
Justine's face, like across the table. Justine looked pissed.
and Justine was like, huh? Oh my god, like you really just did that, right? And I was like,
No,
Justine,
she
like
looked mad.
she
No,
looked ready to
I think
swing
she
at
looked
her.
actually pissed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Like,
blame her.
that was like the competition was heating up. Do we
Uh-huh.
know if Justine voted to send Lisa home?
Do we know?
Well, yeah, remember how they all like broke out the votes? It
Oh
was
yeah,
like
when there's the four of them standing up
I
there.
know Johnny and Amani voted Lisa. There were 2 other votes for Lisa. There was a vote for Steph. Ray and Jess voted for Lisa. But I can't remember. But I would say I'm wondering who they voted for. I didn't write theirs down, but I
Jack
know if they
and
picked Lisa.
they picked Steph, I think, because she's with Jack. No,
Yeah, they picked Steph.
they picked Steph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wondered if they would have picked Lisa.
Because she spit in my face today, she's gotta go. Oh my god!
What I thought was so interesting post challenge is that Justine and Jack were like, okay, Toby was spitting in my glass. Like, clearly,
yeah,
that's weird. Like, we could be up for being eliminated. It's not just like we lose the game and it's funny.
And that's what I thought was weird. And Jack and Toby were like homeboys. They're both from like the UK. I thought they were close. I thought they would like have their own pact. And I'm seeing this, I'm like, but at first it wasn't because Toby just wanted to do it. From my perspective on what I saw, I think Toby did that because he thought Jack was doing that to him. And then Toby got mixed up.
We got mixed up.
Yeah, and then I think in the bedroom when they're talking about it, I think they're like, it was funny how Jack said, he's like, look at my back. I got stabbed in the back by my own boy. And
hilarious.
I was like, this fucking guy, bro.
He's funny.
Jack is hilarious. Like, he's probably my favorite Islander right now.
Jack is also very calculated.
Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Like, I remember when he was hugging Justine, like, I'm looking in his eyes. He's like, all right, now if I do this and then tomorrow I do that, I should be straight chilling.
I would say, in my mind, Justine and Jack are the top couple, like power couple right now.
Yes, easily. But also, who do you think is, even if you think, like, do you think anyone is still there for love? Or you think it's pure games?
Yeah, and I think that the challenge, the way they were eliminating people, really said a lot, that people were not picking tactical picks. People were choosing based on the connections.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about like how everyone was feeling there. It kind of rerouted how we were all feeling. Like, I feel like we're like, oh, this is a game. Everyone's shitting on each other. And then it was like, wait, we're all voting based on couples and stuff, not really the tactics. Because if it was tactics, there's no way Johnny and Imani would have saved Justine and Jack.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so that was my last thing that I have a lot of stuff in between, but the very last thing I wrote down is, why did they save Jack and Justine? They're two of the most physically applicable persons to do any challenge.
Yeah.
So why keep them in the race?
Like, they work well as a team too, which is huge.
And they have good charisma together. They have a good bond. They know what they're really there for. So I'm like, they gotta go first team. Like, there's no way I'm keeping them around. Like, that's an L mission.
Same. So I was like, okay, we're clearly not picking because of that, which is So the bottom couples based on the spitting thing were Lisa.
That's so crazy to say.
Justine and Jack.
Bottom couple because you didn't spit enough fluid into a cup.
Why? Okay, but I was curious that everyone was going for Steph and Megan's glass. Is it because Megan came in as a bombshell and like pissed people off, and that's why they were all spitting it in her cup? Or was it more Steph? Because it was. I feel like the boys weren't going to put it in Steph's, so I feel like it was Megan's that took the cake.
They were tight that. Granted, I don't think like. I'm not gonna say like they're arrogant or anything. I think they just know what they bring to a table. I think they're very confident in themselves to complete a challenge, and if you're competing, you're gonna have to talk shit at some point, you know.
Who, Megan and Steph?
Yeah, but then I don't know how they perceived it, because mind you, like when we're seeing the challenge, it's like slow-mo edits of them spitting in the cup.
Right.
So there could be stuff said in between that's like, oh nah, I can't rock with that. So now it's time to like send that ass home packing. But I don't know. The whole thing just kind of confused me. And then even when Steph went to talk to her, you say, is it Megan? That's how you say it?
Megan. Yeah.
So when he's talking to Megan, he's like, so tell me about the kiss with Cullum. And this is like a backtrack to what I was saying after. But right after talking about how he was really annoyed about like her going to kiss him, well, not even really annoyed, just like seemed to kind of rub him the wrong way. He's like, so let me get a kiss. I was like, bro, right after?
He was crumbling. I think he was crumbling. And I think in that moment was the first tell sign that we knew he might be on the chopping block. Because up until that moment, I never would have pictured him being on the chopping block based on the edit he was getting. Mm-hmm. And then in that moment, I sensed weak player. Weak gameplay.
Yeah.
Weak link. Yeah.
But it was really sad though, because like this is also things that I noticed. He was by far, in my opinion, the best dressed. Like I would take note of like what he would wear, and I was like, bro, I gotta go buy this shit today. Like that, like a lot of the stuff he was wearing just popped out to me, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn, bro, I was trying
he
to
has
steal some of his
such great
clothes.
style.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I noticed that right in his interview, his
Yeah,
like
I was
look
like,
for the
bro, where's he
vest,
buying this shit
Vanna
from?
Cleef, the Vanna Cleef necklace. I was like, okay,
Yes.
wow, he looks good.
And the
It's
way he
because
like
he's
mashed it
French.
together, it's like stuff I wouldn't put together. And I was like, wait, maybe I'm gonna have to do the same type of thing. So I'm gonna let him know that later.
I think it's that French style.
100%.
Like
100%.
he's just got like the good swag.
Yeah.
But I know, he seems like he was so one of the boys too.
Yeah.
That
Like
I
Bray
think
was even
made it
crying
more
because
of a
Bray was like,
photo.
we were really close like this. And when Johnny's
Yeah,
talking to Imani, he's like, listen, like, I just
like he's
can't
kind of
send
going
my bro
home.
home.
That's who he was referring to. It definitely wasn't Jack.
Yeah. Because
No,
he's
I
like,
think he
that's
was
my dog.
referring
Like, I need him to
to Steph.
stay. And they just looked so devastated. And I was like, damn.
I know, it's so sad. I was
Yeah.
trying to explain when I was watching with my boyfriend, like why it's so sad that someone goes home early. And I was like, it's not because like you're crying because like you're getting voted off. It's like you want to
Yeah.
stay and hang out
You
with all
want to
your
stay and keep
friends.
having fun with your people.
Yeah, I was like, picture it like you all go out for dinner for a night with all your friends, and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes into the dinner, like everyone orders drinks. And before they come to the table, you got to pick someone, and they have to leave and go
They
home for
have
the
to
night.
leave
And you miss
right
the whole
away.
night.
Yes. And like we say we'll see each other in the real world, but you know the chances are still slim. Like you
Yeah,
have
like
the blessing and the luxury to wake up to all your friends and your girl, or for your instance, a guy, right in that room with you, and you get to hang out all day and kick it.
yeah,
Who doesn't want to
I
do
know.
that?
It's like the quality time of having that. So
Mm-hmm.
the white wine's back. Is it Chardonnay or is it Sauvignon Blanc?
Oh, I think you guessed it.
Or is it Pinot Grigio?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay, I'm a Sauvignon Blanc girl. Alex is diehard Chardonnay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
We
Alex
should
is a
go to. Don't they
butter
have like
wine
wineries
Chardonnay.
in San Diego?
What's up?
Don't they have like good wineries in San Diego?
More Santa Barbara,
Santa
like
Barbara. Okay.
north of LA. Yeah,
Okay.
so many. I also was shook at how hot Maya is as a host.
Oh shit! I was
Every
like, what?
time I see her, I'm like, holy shit. Like
Yeah,
I think she needs to
she's
host the
stupid
US one.
fine. What
I think
happened?
she needs to host the US one. Like her presence is just like she just like
She's very
has
mysterious. Like when she
yeah,
walks
she's
in,
like
she's
as
like,
if the
"Hello,
show is
Islanders."
missing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I know.
I was.
She just brings it.
It doesn't even look like she has like anyone talking in her ears. It looks like she's going there's like, "Nah, this is my show and I'm running it." I'm like, "Okay,
I
go
know.
crazy."
I wouldn't be shocked if we saw her host the next US season if she's
Yeah,
able to do it with the UK, but I think they might air at the same time. And
UK
that
and
could be
US this time.
interesting. Yeah, like in the summer.
Okay.
Like the UK one kind of ends right when the US one starts. There's like
Oh, so
overlap.
that's how
Like,
Scott was able to come into our season.
who?
Is that why Scott was able to come to our season?
Yes, his ended and then he came straight to yours. So
Okay.
I'm thinking
I thought
maybe
he was
Maya
still
will.
filming because I was like, Cassie was talking about it like at one point. I was like, I don't know who those people really are. And then he came in and I was like, wait, this is the dude that they were talking about. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, before we talk about the bombshell coming in, let's take a quick moment to hear from one of our sponsors, Word Collect. So, keeping your body in shape is important, but it's also important to keep your mind sharp. I've been leveling up my focus with Word Collect. Word Collect is my favorite game. It's a word puzzle app and it's free. So, Word Collect has over 2,000 levels, so you never get bored playing. It starts easy, but then it gets harder as you get better, and it actually responds to your play style and strengths. Word Collect is a fun and relaxing way to keep your mind sharp and grow your vocabulary, which is nice. So stop mindlessly scrolling through social media. Keep your mind sharp. Just go to Apple or Google Store and search for Word Collect. So if you're like me and you want to get fit with your mind and body, download Word Collect for free today. So everyone, go download the app, check it out. All right,
Yeah.
back to the episode. Leo, what did you think of the bombshell coming in, Kira?
Okay. So, I know we see the roster at the start, and I was like, this girl definitely going to cause havoc.
Yeah.
Like people are just starting out to be with the people. It's like you said, they're not coupling up off like, oh, they can help me win this challenge. They're coupling up off of like, oh my God, I kind of like this person and I want to see where things could go. But I'm kind of curious to see where she's going to go and who she's going to pick.
That's really where I'm curious because remember, Kira is bi.
Yeah.
So she coupled up with Cashel on my season and was with him for the most part. She had like a little bit of a fling with Emily.
And then she
And
spun the
then,
block.
yeah. What'd you say? Emily's so hot.
No, I said she spun the block, like she switched it up.
Oh, yes. Got it. Okay. What?
You said what?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I'm wondering if she will switch up kind of like the style and maybe go for a girl this time in games.
What did the girl look like that she went for on your season?
Okay, so it was Emily, and Emily kind of reminds me of Megan. So
Emily Solch?
Yes.
That's my homegirl. Oh
So,
my god,
yeah,
bro!
so I'm kind of
Emily
thinking
didn't tell me that.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking that Megan reminds me the most of Emily in the way of like just doesn't
100%.
give two fucks.
Yeah.
Like I think some of the other girls like kind of care too much, and Kira very much knows herself and like doesn't care. Like she's very like cool girl vibes. That
more like she's just gonna do her own thing and not gonna let people come in her way. Like if she wants to have a good time, she'll have a good time.
Yeah, no, totally. So she's gonna be such a wild card. So I could picture Megan. I'm trying to think of who else I could picture her with. Maybe, definitely not Curtis. I think he's not her type. Maybe
what's your type?
Jack
Like light skinned dudes, white dudes? Like I'm confused.
Kira doesn't really have a type. That's why it's like hard to predict.
But
like,
everybody says that. Everyone's like, I don't really have a type. You'll see over time, like personality wise, maybe, right? But then like you start to see like where they lean towards.
I fully agree that most people have a type. And like my friends, like you can line up 10 guys, and I'm like, that's the one my friend's gonna go for.
Yeah, like my friend would go for that person, not that one, but that one.
Yeah. No, Kira is different. Kira is a wild card. That's why she makes such a fun bombshell coming in right now, because like I honestly don't know who she's gonna go for.
Didn't we think that she was gonna come in later on?
Yeah, I thought she'd come in later in the season, so this is pretty early for her.
But like, I did not still stir up the pot a lot.
Yeah, she's totally gonna stir the pot. 100%. I'm wondering too if they'll add her and then they'll immediately add like 2 more other people before there's a dumping. Like I don't think they'll add her and dump people. I think they'll add her, add some more people, and then they'll do like a bigger dumping.
Yeah, I agree. Also, mini backtrack. How in the hell did Carlum and Liberty come in 3rd place in being safe? I don't know if you watched the same challenge that I did, but bro spit out every last drop of that drink every 5 seconds. So like, there's no way they could have been in the running to be in 3rd.
No, it's because no one was filling their cup.
Because they had no animosity towards them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe Steph, but he didn't even do that. So
no, they fell to the side, which also I think they're a great duo because they have very good like chemistry as a team, even though they're not like romantic at this point, but they do have a good team play. Did you hear the conversation they had where Liberty had asked Colin, she was like, if you win, would you split the money with me?
Did you hear him hesitate? He was like, 100%.
Oh, so you think he hesitated?
So me, I would be like, okay, one of 2 ways, right? Because this is Love Island Games, not Love Island, right? Obviously, I think if you win the show, hell yeah, split it with your partner. But in games, though, I'm like confused. Like it's not like a necessity, but they also help you get to the win. So I'm like, I'm trying to really see if he's gonna finesse her at the end because I know he doesn't like her like that. But they're really good friends, and they good like you said, they go along great.
Kind of a power couple.
Oh, 100%.
I think they're weak on their own. Like I just don't see them performing super great in challenges. But when the challenges is reversed, like people are after the power couples, they're gonna thrive because they're not seen as a threat.
Yes, also, they hang by like the Mendoza lemon.
Yeah, like if everyone had to do a vote and say like vote for your strongest couple because they're gonna get eliminated, they're not gonna get voted.
They'll be like, oh, like you guys handle your stuff out. They're just there. They're like us. They're the fans right now. They'll compete,
they're the dark. I think they're like the dark horse of the season. They are going far.
Liberty said that to Johnny.
She said what?
Because Johnny was like, so, because they were like chatting it up. She was trying to get flirty, and Johnny was like straight to business. Like, so are you any good at this? Whatever. She's like, oh, straight to business. And then she goes, like in response, oh yeah, like she said something. I don't even know how she pronounced it, so I'm not even gonna attempt it. But it was like a hashtag, whatever the hell, some shit like that. But then she goes, I'm kind of like the dark horse. And I was like, wait. And it was almost like a Mandela effect. I was like, did I not hear this earlier or not even Mandela effect, like deja vu. I was like, did I not hear this earlier in the season? And you bring this up, like, wait, they definitely are the dark horse of the whole show.
Yeah.
Unless Cullen fools and goes somewhere else, or unless she fools and goes somewhere else, because she's feeling Johnny. But
yeah, but will they like recouple though, you think, over it, or will they stick as a team?
I think they all want the best of both worlds. I think they want to be the best couple to win, but then on the side goes like sneak off with the person that they want. It's not even sneaking off. Like you can clearly see who wants who for real and who wants to be with who just to win the challenge. But it doesn't seem like there's any issues with that right now.
Wait, I have something that I'm going to ask you. Love Island Games cast. I want to look at who's on right now, and I'm going to say the person, and then you're going to tell me if you think they would keep the money at this point or if they would split it.
I got you.
Okay. Johnny. He's with Imani. Do you think he'd split it with her?
He keeping that shit. There's no doubt in my mind. In his intro, he's like, I'm here for the money this time. Forget everything else.
I think she would also keep it.
I think she would too, because like these people are smart. Like they know how to play the game. And they know they're not all there for love. Like the only one I think is truly in love. Well, I wouldn't even say like fully in love, but I know that Ray's feeling Imani and Toby's feeling Selly.
But Ray, I think, would keep the money.
You think
Toby,
so?
I think, would share. Yes. I know Ray. Ray, even if he's saying I love you to someone at the end, he's keeping the money.
That's fucking crazy. Maybe I love you, but if you love me, then the money shouldn't matter, right? Like what?
That's right. That is right. Okay, Megan, I think she's keeping the money.
Oh, 1,000%.
Curtis is someone I could see splitting it if he likes someone.
Curtis reminds me of like, can I mention like a movie in this?
Yeah.
Okay, he reminds me of someone who'd be like in Slytherin and like Harry Potter. Like very
Draco?
Yeah, Draco Malfoy, whatever his name was. Like very, very smooth with it. And then last is like, nah, I'm gonna keep the check. Like you'll be fine.
So I don't think you watched his season, but he was a little sneaky like that. He was coupled up with someone like very booed up, and then he just switched it up like it was no problem, and everyone was pretty shook from that season.
But why?
He just did.
Who's next?
Okay. Colin we talked about. I think he would split it with Liberty at this point.
I mean, think he would keep it? I think, to be fair, if they build a deeper friendship bond by the end of this, I think he'll split it.
Okay, I do too.
And I think Liberty would split it too, because I feel like she's not one to like really care too much about money.
No, she seems really cool. Like I feel
she seems like a nature girl who like would really not care about any of that type of stuff.
Yeah,
she'd be like, there to have a good time.
Yeah, she'd be like, we are in this together. Like it's not mine, it's ours. Like I can see her being like that. Okay, do you think Sally would keep it all or split it?
See, this one is tricky. With Toby, I think she like knows that she has him wrapped around her finger. But at the same time, like Toby's such a great guy, and I hope she can also see that. She'd be like, the least I could do if I don't want to actually be with this person is split the money. But then again, like I can see their bond actually building deeper by the day. And I think she just has her walls up based on her past experience in Love Island. So it's like she doesn't want to fall too hard too quick, because she's like, I don't want to repeat the past. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result. But I think she's there to have a good time and could be there potentially just for the money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I'm with you on that with Sally. And then Toby, I think he'd split it with her.
I think he split it. Toby just seems like such a cool dude. Just like he'd be like, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. And then Ray, I'm telling you, he's keeping it.
Well, I'm a devil's advocate, right? Is there an angel's advocate? Because I'm trying to help my boy out.
No, Ray is like straight up. Like I chatted with Ray before he went on. He's like, I'm keeping the money.
So the check is as good as mine.
Okay. So the last couple is Justine and Jack. Do you think Justine would keep it or split it?
Okay. Justine is very intelligent, right?
She's keeping it.
I think she's keeping it with no second questions in her head.
Yeah.
Because the way she talks to each other is like this. She's like, it's the body language. She's like, yeah, Jack is cute and all, but I don't know. Maybe Curtis has something there too. I'm like, she's keeping the check.
I think Justine is more into Curtis than she is Jack, but she's not going to switch because they're too much
They
of a
make
power.
such a good team. Yes,
Mhm.
that's the only reason why I think she's not switching it around.
You think Jack would split it with her? I think he
This is the
would.
one I have a question mark on.
I know. I same, because part of me thinks like, okay, he splits it with her. He's in a better standing for like social, or like the fan base would be
Because
happier
he's a
with him.
DJ, yeah. But also think
Yeah,
about it like
the
this:
fan
what you just
base,
said is true. As
he'd
a
be
guy,
calculated enough to think, I don't want to be the villain. I want the Justine army to like me. I'm going to split it.
exactly. Look, because as a guy, right? If you were to snatch all the money, that's like taking a girl on the date and be like, "You got the whole check every single time." Who wants that guy? Nobody.
Oh my God.
Chivalry,
Yeah.
it cannot be dead in this show. It can't.
No, no.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
I'm excited to see tonight how it progresses. There's like going to be so much happening with Kira coming in. I'm so
yeah.
excited.
I hope
Yep.
she's on Demon Time. That would be funny as shit.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. But Leo and I are about to go interview Steph. So
Yeah.
look out for that video soon. For everyone watching, make sure you download Word Collect app in the App Store. Thank you guys again for sponsoring this episode. Please hit the like button if you're still listening, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below of who you think Kira is going to go for tonight.
I got an idea.